Hello guys, today I am going to discuss with you time intelligence tax function, opening and closing balance in Power BI. We have three types of closing balance and three types of opening balance in Power BI. So just have a look here. Closing balance are closing balance month, closing balance quarter and closing balance year. And opening balance are opening balance month, opening balance quarter and opening balance year. And if you notice definition of all tax function almost are same with only one difference. In closing balance, evaluates the expression at the last date of month, last date of the quarter, and last date of the year in the current context. And for opening balance, evaluates the expression at the first date of the month, first date of the quarter, and first date of the year in the current context. Right? And syntax is also same for all tax functions. So just have a look here. Closing balance month, then expression, comma, dates, and comma filter. Filter is optional here, right? And one important point is here, all text function returns the scalar value. Scalar means single value and does not support the direct query mode, right? Now move to the next. Just have a look here. In every month we have 28 or 29 days in Feb, and in remaining months we have 30 or 31 days, right? And if I talking about quarter breakup and quarter end, so you can see here in quarter one we have January, February and March month. In quarter two we have April, May, June month. In quarter three we have July, August and September month. And in quarter four we have October, November and December month. Quarter one end with March month, quarter two end with June month, quarter three end with September month, and quarter four end with December month. Right? Now I will show you the data set. So for this practical, we have two data set, right? One is a small data set and second one is large data set. I will explain you both data set, right? So firstly, just have a look in a small data set. This is my small data set and my data set name is data. You can see here. And under that data set, we have 2 year sales. So you can see here 2019 year sales and 2020 year sales. And if you notice, right now I selected 2019 year, and under that year we have some sales. And if you notice, in every month we have single day sale. So see here, in January we have 19 January sale, in February we have 20, in March 21, and in April we have 22 April sale, in May we have 23 May sale, in June we have 19 June, and same for in December we have 20 December sales, right? So in whole year and every month we have single day sale. It could be whole month sale and 2 3 day sales in every month, but in our case we have single day sale, right, in 2019 year. And if I select 2020, so you can see here in 2020 we have also single day sale in every month. For January we have 31 January sale, in February we have 28 February sale, same for June month we have 19 June sale, and same for December we have 20 December sale. So overall in 2019 and 2020 we have single day sale, right? So that's why I said this is a small data set, right? Now move to the large data set. So you can see here my data set name is orders, right? And here I have only 1 year sale, but if you notice, in January we have 1st January to 31st January sales in January month. See, 1st to 31 January sales. That means this is whole month sale, right? And same for February. So you can see here 1st February 2015 to till 28th February. See, this is February sale. Same for March. So in this data set we have whole month sales, right? So we will create DAX for both data set, right? Then I will show you the difference, right? So firstly we will start from a small data set, right? So we will create closing balance month DAX, right? So before creating measure, just have a look once again definition. So closing balance month means last date of month, and if we are creating measure for closing balance quarter, then last date of the quarter. And if we are creating measure for closing balance year, so that means last date of the year, right? So back to the data set. Then right click your dataset name, then click to new measure. When you click to new measure, it will open one DAX query window like this, right? And then write the query for closing balance month. So I already create the DAX function for closing balance month you can see here, and just rename the your measure. So CBM means closing balance month, then equal to, and write the DAX function for closing balance month. So you can see here DAX function name is closing balance month, then open the bracket, and in first expression I simply write sum DAX function to get the total sales, right? So DAX function is sum and sales column name, right? So data is my data set name and sales is my sales column name. So instead of this, you can create separate measure for to get this total sale and then pass the measure name here, right? And also you can write simply like this sum and then sales column name, right? And then comma in second argument, simply pass the sales date column name, right? So this is simple DAX function. Okay, so I am repeating once again. Closing balance month, this is my DAX function name. Open the bracket. In first expression, I simply write the DAX function for to get the total sales. So my function name is sum, and then I simply pass sales column name. Then comma in second argument, I simply pass sales date column name, right? And here you can create the separate measure for this and then pass measure name here, right? Then click to commit. So when you click to commit, it will create one measure. You can see here. Now I am going to drag measure in my table visuals. So this is measure for closing balance month. I simply drag here and you can see the output. So it will return the last date of the month. Okay, so as I told you, in January we have 31 days, right? But in our case, we don't have 31 January sales. So in our case, 19 January will be last date. And in 19 January, we have 120 sales value. So that's why it returns 120. In February, we have 20th February is last day sale. So that's why it return 100 here. For March, we have 21 March is last day of sale and sale value is 130. So that's why it is written 130. And if you notice in December, 20 December 2020, we have sale is 200, right? And that is last day of sale. So that's why it written 200. So this is simple. Now move to the last data set. Here I also simply create the measure. Now I am going to drag the closing balance month measure. So firstly select the table visual and then drag closing balance month measure here. And if you notice here, in January 1st 2015, it is returning 17,444.71 sales value, right? So for January we have last day sale is 31 January 2015, right? And for 13 January 2015, sales value is 17,444.71. So that's why it is returning this sale, right? And you can see here against each day in January, it is returning same. Reason behind in January month, we have last day sale is on 31 January and value is 17,444.71. So that's why it is returning same sales value against whole January month, right? And now move to the next month. So for February month, you can see here last day's sale is 20th February 2015 and sale value is 3,842.61. So that's why it is returning same sales value against whole February month, right? Now move to the March month. So for March, March end with 31, right? So you know very well in March we have 31 days and 31 March 2015 sale is 101.71. So that's why it is returning same value against whole March month. So hope you clear how closing balance month works, right? Now move to the next. Now we will create measure for opening balance month, right? So opening balance month returns the first date of month, right? So just right click in your data set name, simply click to new measure, then write the DAX function. Okay, so I already created here, so you can see here it is also simple. Firstly name your measure opening balance month, and opening balance month is DAX function name. then open the bracket, and in first argument write the DAX function for total sales. So it is simple, sum is my DAX function name and sales is my sales column name, comma, in second argument simply pass the sales date column, right? And when you click to commit, it will create one measure for opening balance month, then drag this measure to your table visual, right? Now simply focus on three column, one for sales date, second sales, and now opening balance month, right? Just ignore the closing balance month column from here. Okay, so if you notice here, for January 2019 it is returning blank. Reason behind, before January 19 we don't have any sales, so that's why simply it is returning blank, right? Now move to the next. So for February month, right, for February month, first date of month is January, right? And in January, last day sale is on 19 January 2019 and sale value is 120, so that's why it is returning 120 here. Okay, now move to the next. For March month, first date of month sale is February, and in February, last day sale is 20th February 2019, sale value is 100, so that's why it is returning 100 here. Now move to the April. For April month, first date of month is March, and in March we have last day sale is on 21 March 2019, sale value is 130, so that's why it is returning 130 here. Now see the sales for December. So in December, first date of month sale is November, and in November we have last sale is on 19 November 2020 and sale value is 120, so that's why it is returning 120 here. So hope you clear how opening balance month is working. Now we will see same scenario for last data set, right? So here I already created measure for opening balance month. Now I simply going to drag opening balance month measure in my data set. Okay, so you can see here this is opening balance month. So see guys, here before January 2015 we don't have any sales, right? So that's why it is returning blank opening balance month for whole January sale, right? See, till 31st January 2015 it is returning blank. Before this month we don't have any sale, right? Now move to the next month, that is 1st February 2015. So for Feb month, first date of month is January, and in January we have last day sale is on 31st January 2015. Sales value is 17,444.71. So that's why it is returning 17,444.71 for whole February month, right? So you can see here, see, so you can see here till 28 Feb 2015 it is returning same sales, right? Now move to the March. So you can see here for March, first date of month sale is February, and in February last day sale is on 28 February 2015 and sale value is 3842.61, right? So that's why for whole March month it is returning same sales value. So you can see here in February 28 2015 we have sale is 3842.61, so that's why for March month it is returning same sale, right? Now move to the further, see, till 31st March 2015 it is returning same opening balance against whole day, right? Now move to the April. So for 1st April 2015, first date of month is March, and in March we have last day sale is on 31 March 2015. Sales value is 101.71. So that's why for whole April month it will returning same sales value, and that is 101.71. So you can see here 101.71 31st March sale value, right? So that will be opening balance month for April month. See, right? So hope you clear how opening balance month is working here, right? Now move to the next. Now we will create closing balance quarter measure, and you know very well closing balance quarter definition. Here is the expression at the last date of quarter in current context, right? So simply right click your dataset name and then click to new measure, right? And after that write the DAX function for closing balance quarter. So you can see here DAX query closing balance quarter. So I simply write CBQ. This is my measure name and write the DAX function for closing balance quarter. That is closing balance quarter. Then open the bracket and then write the expression for to get the total sales. So I simply write sum and sales column, then comma, and this is my date column, right? And then simply click to commit. So when you will click to commit, it will create closing balance quarter measure here. Then drag your measure to table visuals. So I simply drag closing balance quarter here, right? Now I will explain you closing balance quarter value. So before see the output, just have a look this image. Quarter 1 end with March, right? And quarter 2 end with June, quarter 3 end with September, and quarter 4 end with December, right? Now back to the practical file. And if you notice here, in January month we have last day sale on 19 January. In February last day sale is on 20th February, and in March last day sale is on 21 March, right? And quarter 1 end with March, and in March we have last day sale is on 21 March, and 21 March last day sale is 130. So that's why it is returning 130 in first quarter, right? So till first quarter, that means January, February, March, it will return same sales value, right? Now move to the next quarter. So quarter 2 end with June. So you can see here April, May, June, and in June we have last day sale is on 19 June, and for 19 June we have 100 sales value. So that's why for quarter second, that means April, May, June, it will return 100. See, right? Now move to the next quarter, that is quarter 3, and quarter 3 start from July, August, September, and end with September. In September, we have last day sale is on 22 September 2019, and sale value is 120. So that's why it is returning same sales value 120 against quarter 3. See, July 100 120, in August 120, and September 120. Right? So hope you clear how closing balance quarter is working here. Right? Now move to the last data set. Here I also created measure for closing balance quarter, and I simply going to drag. See, now we will understand the working. So you know very well quarter 1 end with March month. So you can see here this is January data, then move to the February data, and then move to the March data. So in March we have last day sale is on 31 March 2015, right? And for 31 March 2015 sale is 101.71. So from January 1st to till 31st March 2015 it will return same sales value, right? So you can see here it is returning 101.71 against each day. See, this is January 1st 2015, 101.71. See, 101.71 till 31st March. See here, till 31st March 2015, because first quarter end with March month, right? Now move to the next quarter. So next quarter start from April to June, right? So you can see here in June we have 30 days, and last day sale is 30 June and sale is 24,281.09. So that's why it returns the same sales value against second quarter. All right. So second quarter means April to June. So you can see here this is 1st April, sales is 24,281.01 till June 2015, right? So hope you clear how closing balance quarter is working, right? Now move to the next. Now we will create measure for opening balance quarter, right? So you know the definition of opening balance quarter evaluates the expression first date of quarter in the current context, right? So simply right click your dataset name and then click to new measure, and after that simply write the query for opening balance quarter, right? So here I already created the query for opening balance quarter. You can see here OBQ is my measure name, opening balance quarter. Then simply write the DAX function for opening balance quarter, and then in first expression write the DAX function for total sales. So and that is sum sales column, then comma and pass the date column, right? Then simply click to commit. So when you click to commit, it will create opening balance quarter measure, and then drag opening balance quarter measure in your table visual. Now I will explain you opening balance quarter output. So you can see here before first quarter we don't have any sales, so that's why it is running blank here. Same like opening balance month case. Now move to the second quarter, that is April, May and June. So for second quarter, first date of the quarter is March month, and in March month last day sale is on 21 March and sales value is 130. So that's why it is returning 130 in second quarter sales values, right? And second quarter is April, May and June. So April to till June it will return 130, right? Now move to the third quarter, that is July, August and September. So for third quarter, first date of the quarter is in June month, and in June last day sale is on 19 June, sales value is 100, so that's why it is returning 100 against third quarter. Okay, now move to the last quarter, that is October, November and December. So for last quarter, first date of the quarter is September, and in September we have last date sale is on 22 September, sales value is 120, so that's why it is returning 120 against fourth quarter sales value, right? Now move to the first quarter of 2020, and for 2020 first quarter month is January, February and March, and for January 2020 first quarter, first date of the quarter will be December 2019, and in December 2019 last day of sale is 20 December, sales value is 300, so that's why it is rating 300 against 2020 first quarter. Now move to the 2020 second quarter, that is April, May and June, right? And for second quarter, first date of the quarter will be March 2020, and in March 2020 last day sale is on 21 March and sales value is 190, so that's why it is returning 190 against second quarter sales value. Now third quarter is July, August and September, and for third quarter first date of the quarter will be June month, and in June month last day sale is on 19 June, 19 June sales value is 100, so that's why it is returning 100 against third quarter. So hope you clear how opening balance quarter is working, right? Now move to the large data set. So here I already created measure, so I am going to simply drag measure here, and my measure name is opening balance quarter, so I simply drag my measure in my table visual. So you can see here, so first quarter end with March month, so simply go to the March month. So you can see here this is March, right? So before first quarter we don't have any sales value, so that's why it is returning blank value till 31st March 2015, right? So you can see here it is all blank values, see, right? Now move to the second quarter. Second quarter is April, May and June, right? So for second quarter, first date of the quarter will be March 2015, and in March 2015 last day of sale is 31 March and sales value is 101.71, so that's why it is returning 101.71 against second quarter value, right? See here, so second quarter and will be June month, so you can see here 1st of April till June it will return 101.71 sales value. So you can see here, see, till June 6 2015 it is returning same sales value. So hope you clear how opening balance is working, right? So now we will create closing balance here, right? So it will evaluates the expression last date of the year, right? So simply right click in your dataset name, then click to new measure, and after that simply write the DAX query. See, this is very simple DAX query. CBY is my measure name, closing balance here, this is short form, and closing balance here is my function name, and I simply write DAX function 4 to get total sales, sum, and sales my column name. Here you can pass measure, create separate measure for total sales, and then pass measure name here, then comma, and then write the date function name, and then write the date column name, right? And then click to commit. So when you click to commit, it will create one measure, right? And then drag your measure in table visual. So you can see here it returns the 300 for first year and 200 for second year. So I will explain you why it returns the 300. So if you notice here, in 2019 year, last day sale is on 20th December 2019 and sales value is 300. So that's why it returns the 300 for whole year, right? Now move to the second year, and that is 2020, and in 2020 year last day sale is on 20th December, right? So that's why it is returning 200, because 20th December 2020 sale is 200, so that's why it is in 200. So hope you clear how closing balance here is working. This is very simple. Now I will show you the same with large data set, right? So I already created measure here, and I simply going to drag my measure. My measure name is closing balance here, and let me find my measure. See, this is my measure, and I simply drag here. And guys, if you notice here, I have only 2015 here, right? And if I go to the down, so you can see here 30 June 2015 was my last sale day, and my sale was 24,281.01. So that's why it is returning same sales value, right? So hope you clear how closing balance here is working here, right? Now I will show you the measure for opening balance here, right? So simply create the measure and right click your dataset name, then click to new measure, and here I already created measure for opening balance here. So you can see here, simply write measure name OBY. OBI is short form for opening balance here, and then write the DAX function name opening balance here, then simply write the DAX some DAX function to get the total sales, right? Then comma, and then write the sales date column, right? And then simply click to commit. And now I'm going to drag opening balance here measure here. So guys, as usual, before this year we don't have any sales, so that's why it is returning blank. Same like opening balance quarter, and same like opening balance month, right? And for second year 2020, first date of the year will be in December 2019, and in December 2019 last day sale is on 20th December, and sale value is 300, so that's why it is returning 300 in whole year. You can see here, right? And if I will show you the same for large data set, but you can see here in this data set we have only 1 year, so it will return nothing. Reason behind, before 2015 year we don't have any sales, right? So let me drag opening balance here measure here, so you can see here it will return the blank, right? So hope you clear how opening balance here is working, right? Opening balance here always return the first date of the year. So before 2019 we don't have any sales, so that's why it is written blank. And for second year it will return the first date of the year. So first date of the year for 2020, that will be December 2019, and in December 2019 last day sale is on 20 December, and for 20 December 2019 sales value is 300, so that's why it is running 300 here, right? So okay guys, so hope you clear about opening and closing balance, and if you like my work, just like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the latest videos on Power BI. Thank you guys.